The BTS bus stop. Oh,
Bus
Sally's
stop.
been, I'm assuming Sally's
BTS
an
bus
army
stop.
member, maybe. Yeah. Hello everyone and welcome back to Korean Rhapsody Season 2. I'm your host Justin.
And hello everyone, I'm Gazel. Nice to meet you guys again.
Alright, now it's time for us to listen to the first story of the day. We have a very good one in store for you today because it's a story about a sender who enrolled in a Korean language academy because they love Korea so much and is studying the Korean language.
Wow.
So let's listen to the first story together right
go.
now.
I decided to study Hangul to learn Korean tradition and dialects in each province in easier way. So, I got to look for a Korean language institution and academy.
There's no Korean academy or institution around here.
Even if there is a Korean language academy is here, it's already full of students.
I heard that the Korean wave is trending. I guess that's why people are trying to learn Korean.
I guess so.
Sis, come here. This academy will get 2 more students in an hour.
Really? I'm afraid it has high competition. But let's just try it.
1 hour later.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I went to Korean Language Academy. I felt like I became the happiest person in the world. If I had given up enrolling in the Korean Language Academy, I wouldn't have felt this happiness. As a person full of passion for Korean tradition, I want to tell everyone who wants to learn Korean not to give up, persevere, and always follow their dreams and challenge. Thank you for listening to my story. Please share your stories too.
I think that's an amazing, very cute story.
Cute.
And you can tell they're really in love with Korea because they're willing to go to an academy to actually learn the Korean language properly.
Yeah, actually.
Angie says, my Korean teacher always tells us to try to learn through things we enjoy so we won't think the language is difficult and we can learn more. That is
That's
a very good way to teach.
It's a very good way.
Do
It's a
things
good
that you can
point.
enjoy and that you can relate to. So now it's time to listen to our first song of the day.
Wow, exciting.
The first song is 광화문 Love Song by 이문세.
One of the good way to learn Korean language is listening to music. And I think it would be very helpful for our senders because all of the lyric is in Korean language and then we listen to it and the name of the song is 광화문 Love Song chosen by Justin, right?
That was a beautiful song, I think, and a beautiful rendition.
Yeah.
And I was just talking with the PDs in the back about how it reminds me of a very old classic kind of Korean drama, the specific rendition.
Yes, it
And we were
was.
talking about that for a little bit. Did you like the song?
I really like it. It was very peaceful for me.
To our next story of the day, the second story. This is about a sender who's concerned with where he or she should go, either the East Coast or the West Coast, because they get to travel all around Korea via the Korail Pass.
Korean Pass, what is that?
Well, I'm sure you're very curious.
Yes, I am.
But we'll learn more about it through the story, so let's listen to the story right now.
Let's go.
I decided to travel to Korea. In my country, there are more people who use bicycles than people who use public transportation, so bicycle paths are very well developed. But when I looked into Korea, public transportation was very developed in Korea. You can travel around the country with just public transportation. So I made a plan to travel to Korea by public transportation. And then I found out some good information. Even foreigners can use this service? I'm so happy that it's only for foreigners. Then I'll make a reservation and travel to various parts of Korea. But what kind of Korail pass is it? Oh, I can have unlimited use to all the regular train rooms too. I can't believe I can designate seats twice a day. I'm already almost ready to travel to Korea. But I have a concern. When I travel, I always see the sea of that country. As I searched, Korea's ocean is divided into East Coast, West Coast, and South Coast. But I have limited time. I have to choose only one place. All three places are attractive, so I can't choose. East Coast has its own deep and blue ocean and exciting activities. And the West Coast, I can meet a tidal flat that I've never seen before. And the South Coast is calm and spacious, and I can tour various islands. I really want to go everywhere, but I can't. I want to get Justin's recommendation. Have you been to all three coasts, Justin? Which coast do you like the most? If you have to go to one place, please recommend a place. In Korea, 행복한 고민.
행복한
Kind of like a happy concern, or kind of like a happy worry.
Yes.
Because they're worried and they're concerned, but it's about vacationing and where they want to visit. Right? So I think it's a very good thing, right?
Yeah, one thing that I want to mention is that I live in Korea for 5 years, but I didn't know about that Korean path.
You didn't know?
Yeah, and I learned it now and say, oh my god, it's so amazing.
Thank you for joining us. Angie says, wow, Korea has so many amazing places to visit. Beautiful beaches and places for surfing. The seafood dishes must be delicious. Yes, they
Yes, it
are.
is.
Mwah, seafood is amazing. I would love to be at any place of Korea.
Right.
The BTS bus stop. Oh,
Bus
Sally's
stop.
been, I'm assuming Sally's an
bus
army
stop.
member, maybe. Yeah. Trian says, Korean sea is so beautiful, so difficult to choose one. Very true.
Yeah.
So now it's time to move on to the second song
Second,
before we end out
yes, I
after
choose
listening
it.
to the second song. So can you introduce what the second song is?
Sure, the second song is If I by An Chi-hwa.
If I by Antoine. That's a little bit of an older song, right?
Yes, it is an old song, but I select this song because I wish the sender listen to this song and at the below place.
Thank you so much for choosing this beautiful song, which we'll listen to right now. That was a beautiful, beautiful song. Thank you so much for listening together with us. I'm sure everyone enjoyed it. How was that song for you? That rendition of a classic.
I really like it, and I hope that everyone really enjoyed listening to that song because it was very peaceful and beautiful.
We've listened to two great stories once again this week, and we're always excited to hear more stories because every time you send us a story and we read it out and share it, I feel like we're getting one step closer to you all, our wonderful viewers. So please keep the stories coming. We really like it, and it really excites us to be able to share it on air. So if you have something interesting that you want to share with us, make sure you send it to our email, KoreanRhapsody21@gmail.com. You got nothing to lose. Just share your story, have a good time, relax, communicate, and you get a free Amazon gift card by submitting your story.
Thank you for everything, guys.
Bye, guys.